The Ithaca Journal featured an article on Flynn's Roadhouse Cafe, and Ryan was pictured recently, so you might remember his face from that. He's also played many solo gigs and band gigs in the local area. And so today we're actually in an undisclosed location, escaping with Ryan Newton.
We're in Russia.
We're in Russia. So this is one of your escape getaways, and why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
I make music, and
Yeah?
yeah. Just,
I see that you have a journal, so you kind of walk us through what you kind of do to create your music. You kind of, what comes first, like the song, the tune?
It depends. It's just play around with something, and then just think of words that fit accordingly, and then edit them, and then revise them, and then just get a meaning. Just put my meaning in. Make a story.
Yeah.
Out of them. I'm not really a story writer though. I have a few songs like that, but they're a lot of my songs are ideas that I have, or just what people are thinking and what they won't say, or just yeah.
Sometimes the challenge is to just get to where you can go to start expressing a song, correct? Yeah?
Yep.
Because you could be walking down the street or at work, or talking to some friends, or yeah.
A lot of experiences too, just living life.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I don't believe in long goodbyes. I never stop being lovable. Confrontation in my ears. So tell me of your past fears, and I'll throw them away. 'Cause I'll wait for days. I'll wait for someone between the here and now. I'll wait. Kinda took me by surprise once again when you walked into my shoes. I've forgotten how to live my life without any regrets. And I'll wait for days. I'll wait for someone between the here and now. I'll wait. Thank you. So that was the ritual called I'll Wait.
Did you find that you had all this music inside of you and you just needed to pick up your first instrument and then just boom and expressed? Or did you kind of pick up an instrument and then kind of go from there to find the musicality?
Well, kind of what happened, I used to swing choir when I was little, and then my voice broke. And so once my voice broke, I was like, oh, I can never sing again. So I still needed to do music, like I still felt the need to, so I just picked up guitar. But I was playing bass first, because that's what we had. And I just decided I like guitar better. But I still play bass in my band and stuff like that. I like both. Like it's a different, feeling.
I'm gonna need water for this. This song's called Sunrise. I wrote it when I was 17. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. I've revised the lyrics since, but.
So what that'd be?
So this song's called Sunrise. I'll never bother to always look out for you. You know it's not alright. I've said it once before. I don't want any more. You know. I hope you're listening. 'Cause a long time ago is a long way to know, and a long, long fight is a long way to sunrise. This feeling in my heart, this inkling tears apart my soul, my life, my being. Not always compromise when looking in your eyes. You know, I hope you care. 'Cause a long time ago is a long way to go, and a long, long fight is a long way to sunrise. In your eyes, I can see some beauty that's in front of me. On your head, I can see a touch of life that's so unreal. On your face, I can see that smile's made just for me. Long time ago is a long place to know, and a long, long life is a long way to sunrise. Sunrise to sunrise.
So the music was in you,
I
and then
guess,
it was
yeah.
like picking up the instruments, the different instruments. It just kind of allowed you to have
well,
that
I
music
picked
come
up the
forward.
other instruments out of necessity, as in I didn't know anybody, Like I started playing drums at 15 just because it was different, but I really didn't know any drummers. And it took me, like, I'm very crosswired, so it took me a long time to get it down, and I'm still not like anywhere near a drummer. Like, but I do enough to get by on demos and stuff, so it's pretty, it's fun to play.
So you know enough of the other instruments to get your song
Yeah, to get the
completely
point
written,
by,
and then
yeah.
you
Yeah.
bring in your band.
Yeah, then I bring my band in, and they just play their parts, and they
Fine
change.
tune.
They change up, like, what, they make it, they put themselves into the parts, like I give basic ideas, and they kind of just take it and run with it. Like, I'm not really a great drummer, but like one of the newer songs we're working on, my drummer kind of took like what I did, but just like perfected it. Like, he's like really good, like, with timing and stuff like that. And
But he can.
that was like an honor, actually, considering he's like such a great drummer. Like, he just took it upon himself to like take what I was just, he felt like my thing fit. I don't know.
That's good. That's good. So you can write it. You can write it. Get the general idea down for all the overall sound,
Yeah.
and then you bring in the other guys, and they can kind of take from that and work with it.
They just,
Well, that's pretty cool.
And then my drummer Tyler, he always produced like everything.
Mhm.
I mean, I was in the room with him. I'd learned everything I know from him.
Okay.
He's
And you have a
fantastic.
guitarist, Alec Young.
Yeah, Alec Young is
Alec Young.
best friend, like
Yep.
roommate.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic musician.
Now he co-writes in your band, or
He
is
kind
it
of have like
co-writing
two.
because he
It's
writes
not,
his
because
own
he writes
music?
his own stuff, and then I wrote my own stuff. I'm very hard to collaborate with. I'm very selfish. Like,
I wonder if it's considered really selfishness so much as like you have. I mean, for a person who can draw and paint, they have in their mind where they want the paint to
Yeah,
go.
there's definitely direction.
You have music, so you have the song in your head, and you're presenting that
Yeah.
forward. So I mean, I don't know if it's selfishness. It's just it would be hard for somebody to get in your head and go.
So this song is called Wander On.
Saw your face the other day, and all my feelings never change. Remember when we used to say little things that were our way. So hold me closer to your heart and promise me we'll
How would you most categorize like your solo work?
Kind of Beatlesque pop rock meets like 90s alternative meets pop. I don't know. I listen to everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm constantly updating. I'm constantly just, you know.
Never stops.
I get bored. There's so much music to go find. There's so, you know, it's just so little time. Like, so I just, yeah, it's just.
And then
I'm getting
for
in.
your band, how does that differ? Like, how does that translate for like, okay, this is my solo stuff, and then when I come to the band, the way that the group dynamics are changes me over to blank.
Well, my solo stuff, I mean, like, I haven't released anything yet, but, like, I'm working on it. I kind of want more of a, like, softer sound than my band, which is kind of just, like, garage rock meets grunge rock meets pop punk meets even, like, regular pop, I think, a little bit. You know, it's kind of, it's more driven, you know, whereas my solo stuff's more, like, feel, you know, kind of, I mean, it's not, like, really smooth, but you know, I'm still writing, and I'm still deciding like what I want to do with it too. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so, you know, I'm constantly like every time I have like a good idea, it's like I'm gonna think of something else. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I mean that's yeah.
That's me in the corner on the story that you never read or heard before. I stay to the bookshelf. And as expected, I'm addressing this infectionary obligation for another turnaround. So don't say I'm okay with the change that I'm making. It jangles around with the holes in my pockets. And don't say I'm insane to maintain self-indulgence in the form of a chicken nugget. There must be something I can say to you that'll help me break the ice. 'Cause something borrowed's never something new. Can you help me? Help me. So don't say I complain, I'm complacently waiting for the right opportunity to show its face. I'm fresh out of cliche phrases, I'm lazing around, digging holes in my coffee. There must be something I can say to you that'll help me break the ice. 'Cause something borrowed's never something new. Can you help me? Help me. Must be something I can say to you that'll help me break the ice. 'Cause something borrowed's never something new. Can you help me? Help me. There must
thank you for joining us today on the pilot episode that I did on Ryan Newton. I really want to thank him for all his time and patience and energy. He put in all the material for me, and I had to go through everything, so it took a minute. The next episode will be on a festival that I've scouted out for you, so that'll be exciting for you next time that I see you. And I just wanted to do a little side note. He did have a remix that he had given me for the video version of the song that I chose off his scratch track, and I kind of want to apologize for not using the remastered. I wanted you guys to get a sense of how the music comes from him onto a scratch disc, and then he gives it to the band, and then they put themselves into it as he put it. And I really felt that for this particular video that I had put together, that it was something that you should get what's out of his head. And he's a perfectionist as well as I am, which is why it took so long to get this one together for you. But hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to scout something else for you. And Ryan's going to continue with his music. You can catch him on Facebook and his Ryan Newton page, and be able to catch his next gig, whatever is posted, for your viewing pleasure. There's nothing like going live, I know that, but I'm going to put these shows together so you get a taste of what's out there, and go see it for yourself. I got a lot of the information off from Facebook. You can find me at Angela Escapes and get little glimpses of what it is that I'm doing as I keep all my peeps up on my information and what I'm doing. If you have any suggestions, anything that you'd like to see, go ahead and like me on the Facebook, and go ahead and I'd be interested in your comments. Any supports, any ideas, any helpful little tips, of course, it would be absolutely welcome. This is public access, and